Do you believe in the supernatural? Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 horror movies inspired by true events.
Beware of the blob, it creeps and leaps and
Number 10, The Blob.
Now, wait a minute, Steve. Tell us what happened. Well, I'm trying to tell you. Now, this thing had killed the doc. But what was it?
The Blob seems like one of the most unlikely movies to be based on true events, but truth is stranger than fiction.
It's kind of like a mass that keeps getting bigger and bigger. Come on, Steve. Makes sense. I know.
It's based on the Star Jelly case in Pennsylvania, where 4 police officers found a dome-shaped blob of jelly that dissolved when they tried to pick it up. Turns out, Star Jelly is a jelly that supposedly lands on Earth during meteor showers. Whatever it is, it worked as the movie's monster. Number 9, The Entity. This chilling movie about a woman attacked by a poltergeist is based on the similar real-life events of Carla Moran. She was attacked again and again, each time more serious than the last.
You were raped by whom?
I don't know. There was no one there.
Moran's real son even described an event where his arm was broken by the evil force.
Because he hurt my son, he broke his wrist. Because my children feel it.
Eerily enough, during the film's shooting, the actor playing her son also had his arm broken while shooting a similar scene. Just a coincidence, perhaps.
I can go slow ahead. Come on down and chum some of this shit.
Number 8, Jaws.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Jaws is in large part responsible for people's fear of sharks, but the specific events of the movie mimic a particular shark attack from 1916. During a gruesome 11 days, 4 people were killed and 1 was injured by sharks off the Jersey Shore. This incident was one of the most reported of its time, creating hysteria over the animal.
You yell barracuda. Everybody says, huh? What? You yell shark. We've got a panic on our hands on the 4th of July.
The movie, on the other hand, was a critical and commercial success, winning 3 Oscars.
Well, you son of a...
I'm coming apart! Oh, Mother of God, I'm coming apart!
Number 7, The Amityville Horror.
A guy kills his whole family? Doesn't that bother you?
In 1975, the real-life Lutz family bought the home of their dreams. The only problem was that a mass murder had been committed there 13 months earlier. The family soon began to experience paranormal activity. They heard children's voices, were unable to bless the house, and they even developed strange rituals themselves.
Bless this house and all who enter here. Bless this house.
What? What's happening?
Audiences flocked to see the big screen adaptation of this spooky tale, and it was the highest-grossing independently made movie of its time, spawning a series of films. Number 6, The Hills Have Eyes.
I come back for you later, girlie.
Believe it or not, this movie about cannibals was based on Sonny Bean's family, a group of cannibals in medieval Scotland.
What's so funny?
It's breakfast time.
The tribe of 48 was believed to have killed and eaten over 1,000 people. It's unknown how exaggerated their exploits were, but Wes Craven took their story and set it in modern Nevada.
Look, mister, don't take your family back in there. The silver's been gone 40 years now. Besides, there's nothing back in there but animals.
The movie is known for its references to other horror films and has become a cult classic in its own right.
We'll be French fries, human French fries.
No, we are not going to be French fries.
Number 5. The Conjuring.
Nancy?
Ed and Lorraine Warren, a real-life couple of paranormal investigators, devoted their time to solving the problems of those who believed paranormal forces were wreaking havoc in their lives.
Well, we've been called demonologists. It's one name for us. Ghost hunters, paranormal researchers.
Kooks.
Wackos.
The couple investigated over 10,000 cases in their career, and in fact, they were the first to investigate the home of the Amityville murders.
Everything you see in here is either haunted, cursed, or has been used in some kind of ritualistic practice.
The film version of their lives was a smash success, haunting viewers from start to finish. Number 4. The Girl Next Door.
Eat it.
Of all the films on our countdown, this is the one you'd hope wasn't true.
Let us cut her, Mom. Okay.
Gertrude Baniszewski was meant to care for real-life Sylvia Likens and her sister while their parents traveled, but instead, Baniszewski tortured Sylvia, even enlisting the neighborhood kids to abuse her, before she finally killed the young girl.
Shut up.
The story was loosely adapted into The Girl Next Door, and while some details may have changed, the movie still polarized critics with its shock value. Number 3. The Mothman Prophecies.
What's my habit?
This movie boldly states that it's based on events dating from November 1966 through December 1967 in Point Pleasant, West Virginia. Townspeople claim to see a mythical Mothman, a winged prophetic animal that appears before disaster.
And he said to me, in a place this size, equator, 300, will die.
In the real-life account, the Mothman appeared before a bridge collapse that killed 46 people, among other events in the town. The film was met with mixed reviews, but whether it's real or not, it's a pretty unusual story. Number 2. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Perhaps the most prolific serial killer of all time, Ed Gein was the inspiration for this and many other films.
Sally, I hear something. Stop. Stop.
A serial killer who snatched bodies, murdered, and even played with his victims' parts, Gein prompted the creation not only of Leatherface, but also of Norman Bates of Psycho and of Buffalo Bill of The Silence of the Lambs. But this movie stands out as one of the greatest horror films ever, spurring countless remakes and sequels. Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Why are you doing this to us? Because you were home.
I'm afraid I'm not familiar with these instruments, Doctor.
I've just had them made. They're brand new.
Give me your name, demon!
Names! Names!
What do you actually do now?
Oh, I can tell you, but then I'd have to kill you.
What is it?
Number 1. The Exorcist.
And I'm the devil. Now kindly undo these straps.
Based on the case of Roland Doe, a Maryland boy who was exorcised in 1949, this movie was a cultural phenomenon.
You know what she did? Your daughter?
Though Doe wasn't quite as animated as Reagan in the movie, he did have bouts of violence and telekinesis that required the aid of a Catholic priest.
Stick your up her ass, you mother-f***ing worthless sucker.
Be silent!
Not only that, The Exorcist was known for strange on-set occurrences that led some to say the film was cursed, lending even more credence to its creepy legacy.
The power of Christ compels you! The power of Christ compels you!
Do you agree with our list? What's your favorite horror movie based on a true story? For more spine-tingling top 10s published daily, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.